what that man said. Let's go.
Wild card, bitches!
Hola, ¿cómo estás usted, unitos? Wait a minute, we're not Spanish speakers. And thank you, especially you, for joining this Wednesday program of the 9th of July, 2025. Masters Beer Reviews and Companies, Wild Card Wednesday. Only admittance fee around here is that beverage. Please bring a beer, wine, or spirit. Hell, any adult beverage will do. And let's have some fun. Just keep it all delicious and the douchery to yourself, I guess.
Exactly, or keep it at the door. Hell yeah.
Well, what he said. What he said. All right. So, if you haven't been here before, we like to bring up each of our panelists in 4 different rounds. First time we bring up the panelist will be for a presentation and pouring of whatever beer, wine, and spirit they'd like to review today. Following that up with round 2 is when the review portion to the evening will go. Save your final thoughts and letter grades until round 3. And round 4 is going to be what we like to call around here the YouTube round. And that is where we allow each of our panelists to talk about their own personal YouTube channels and anything else that they would like to shout out from YouTube, including channels to watch, who you're watching recently, and let us know a little bit about your channel while we're at it. So without further ado, let's introduce that panel, shall we? We have next to me the co-host from the Wild Card Wednesday from the great state of New Jersey. We have Alex, the beer master.
What's up, everybody? Cheers.
Whoa, there he is. And from the great state of New Hampshire, we have Bumpy Isms.
Hell yeah. The beer.
Nose of Knowledge. Come on, Nose of Knowledge. The home brewer of the Bubble Gut Craft Beer himself from Oregon, the Beer Man.
Cheers.
And from the great state of Rhode Island, Tanner of the East Coast, Liquor LQ Reviews.
Cheers.
My name is Thomas Metal 75 for your Massachusetts. Well, my name says Whiskey Reviews. So, yeah. All right. Let's get to that round 1, shall we? Hey, what's up, Mr. Dan? That is a fellow metal drummer from New England. So, go check out the band Conclave. I'll put a link up later, maybe. Let's do that. All right. Let us go. Round 1 is upon us. Alex, the beer master, will show us what beer, wine, or spirit, probably an other half beer that he will be presenting today.
Well, it would have been under half, but I have this now today. I have the tree cider tree hazy something here. Yep, never had this before. Never had it in my life. This one, I've had cider obviously, but never had this brewery before. Looks good. I like the fall looking of the tree here. So let's pour that up.
A cider. Yeah, cidering.
Wow. That sounds good. Let's pour this up. Yeah, that's looking good. I can't wait to try that. Looking beautiful, nice and fresh. Yeah, I can't wait. Cheers.
All right. Thank you, Alex. Beer. Cider Maestro.
Yes.
Bumpyisms. What are you bringing to the show today?
I've got an upside down can.
Oh.
So this is a little over 2 months old. Comes from a brewery called Brick and Feather. Half Light Sunbeam IPA, coming in at 6.5% ABV. Brick and Feather is out of Norwood, Massachusetts. And it does not tell me what hops are used in this. So let's go ahead and pour it. Get the can open. It looks like that.
Nice.
I don't know why it got so dark.
Here's
Yeah, so it's got a sudsy white head and
Well, that's delicious.
an opaque kind of orange body color.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Cheers.
Well,
Yeah, dude.
cheers. Thank you, Bumpy. All right, we're gonna go over to the Beer Man in Oregon for a presentation.
Well, you guys were talking about them canning finally, and I was able to find some. Isn't that weird? Trillium, Congress Street.
Hell
Nope.
yeah. Great beer.
Holy crap!
I had this when we were hanging out, and now I gotta have it in a can here. So that's weird. 7.2%. I've got a Westie too from them in the fridge that the guy had. So crazy how things
Heck
go around.
yeah.
I like that brewery. It's a good brewery, at least in my opinion.
It was canned. Yeah, I love Trillium. I really liked it when I visited. That was
Yeah,
cool.
New England stuff. Yeah, I went to a Trillium beer bar. Beer bar.
So that was canned 5:30, so it's fairly fresh.
Oh, nice.
It's, what it looks like.
And at 5:30, well,
Yeah. So what's that? Month and a week? 38 days, 39 days.
5 weeks. Yeah.
Doesn't smells good. So I can't wait to try that. Cheers.
Thank you, Beer Man. Now we're gonna go to the state of Rhode Island with
Hell
the
yeah.
tenor of East Coast LQ reviews.
All right. So today I got a Jack Sabby Craft Lager variety pack. This is a pack exclusive. This is their Modern Hefe. This is Bavarian wheat. It is 5% brewed with Pilsner malt, German wheat malt. It's crossened and open fermentation. It is our modern series, reimagines classic beer styles inspired by our founder Jack's journey through breweries around the world. Modern Hefe is crowsened with our house lager yeast and can conditioned for natural carbonation, offering irresistible notes of banana and clove. It's canned 3/6/25. A little bit older, but should be all right. Pour it up.
Shall we? Shall we pour it up?
There we go. Okay. You got our can glass.
Delicious.
Poured it way too aggressive.
Yeah, Alex Beermaster style.
Easy. Golden orange. Kind of looks like an IPA, actually.
Ooh,
Off white, super frothy, foamy head. Good amount of bubbles. See what this is all about next time around. Cheers.
Nice. Cheers.
thank you.
Just like you did an Alex Beermaster pour, Tanner. Good job.
Yes, I did.
Hell yeah.
LQ reviews with East Coast and tenor. On the East Coast with 10. There we go. And today, as the name suggests, Massachusetts whiskey reviews. We're going to look at a rye whiskey we're going to look at a rye whiskey that was, I'm trying to look up the information correctly. I think the last time this rye whiskey was put out was 2024. I don't think that they're going to be making this bottling anymore. It's a 12-year-old rye, and it's 95% rye and 5% malted rye, I believe. It is the Bullet brand. It's probably, it looks backwards right now, but this is the Bullet 95 rye, the 12-year. Let me see if I can read. Hey, that
Bullet,
looks,
baby. Bullet.
yeah, this is the 12-year aged Bullet 95 rye. This is a product of Lawrenceburg, Indiana. That is the MGP, the Ross and Squibb brand, bottled by Bullet Distilling Company in Louisville, Kentucky. And as the story would go, the 2024 release includes rye barrels up to 17 years old, and given the timeline, could mean they were from the same stock that the original Bullet 12-year, or rye 12-year, was pulled from. And this release was said to be 8,000 cases and considered a limited release. And when that stock runs out, it could permanently go on hiatus.
Part of life, Mr.
Yeah. This was an acquisition I made in
Hope you got several bottles of Mr.
2024 when up in the state of New Hampshire visiting Bumpy alongside Tanner and FLX Beer Reviews. This was I'm trying to remember where we were down the street from where Bumpy lives at the New Hampshire Liquor Outlet. This was $54.99 for the bottle, so I decided to finally pick it up and see what she's about, because it's got a lot of good hype and talk about the bottling. So we'll see how she drinks. Here she looks in the Speak Aloud whiskey glass. Good stuff. All right. Now, for the most bananas. Thank you. Now for the most interesting part. Let me put everybody in the order they were received. Now for the most interesting part of our review, the round 2, the review round. Are you ready, Alex?
Yes.
Round 2. Fight.
Fight. I love it. I love it. But no, so we got the cider tree, and I think it says hard cider. But yeah, I've never had this one before. Never had it. It's from I think it's from Pennsylvania, because Finger Lakes, which is Pennsylvania.
2 different places.
Or no, that's New York. I think Finger Lakes. Yeah, that's what I want. New York. I'm a goofball. Yeah, Finger Lakes is in New York. So yeah, ding dong me. But that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. I had to think for a minute. Is Finger Lakes in New York? Yeah, it is. I am such a goofball sometimes. Yeah, that is really carbonated. That is carbonated. I know this is the first time actually having. I think I've had ciders here before. I don't remember. It's been a while. But that is definitely nice and carbonated. Very clear as day. Just a little conversation on the glass. Man, that's looking delicious. One finger head, at least nail finger. Let's get into the smell. That smells like apple cider, just like it should be. Cinnamon.
Apple cider, smelling like apple.
The alcohol is 6.6%. So
Right on.
yeah, so I don't think it says apple cider, or does it say something else? It says hard cider. That's the other writing. It's hard to see, but that's the other writing.
Yeeks.
Yeah, it's hard. I hate that. It really does. It drives me insane. Let's get into the taste, shall we? Cheers.
Sure.
Cheers.
Let's see how she drinks.
So,
Hell yeah. Oh yeah. Sour. Like a cider. Apples. Tastes like a cider. I'm assuming it's apple. It tastes like apple. Trying to see where it says. Yeah, it says apple. It says hard cider, but there's the other word there with the P.
That is such a clear and
Yeah, it's freaking clear as
difficult
shit. I know.
to read in what
Clear as
that
day.
script.
Very refreshing. On a hot day, this would be refreshing. A lot of apple, a lot of cider. Is it carbonated? Not yet. It's definitely got cinnamon though. It's so crushable though. For a 6.6. Oh yeah. Yeah. That is a lot of flavor. So if you can get this, please do. Try to get it. If not, try other ciders. Yeah, very carbonated. So now I'm feeling that burn in the chest. But yeah, it's tasty. I'm really enjoying it. Very crushable. Like I said, all I'm tasting is apple, cinnamon, whatever it may be. So a little bit of sweetness towards the end. Yeah. That's a weird aftertaste, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure, but it's still good. So yeah, try to get it. Let me know what you think of it. And cheers.
Well, thank
Cheers.
you, Beer Master. Or Cider Man, I guess.
Cider genius.
Hell yeah.
All right, Bumpy.
Let's rotate it. Swirly swirls.
Oh, that's
Bring
good.
that head back a little bit. Yeah, it's got some grapefruit nose to it. Can't tell if it's white grapefruit or pink grapefruit, but it's grapefruit. A little nectarine underneath that. Citric, besides grapefruit, kind of a touch of some type of an orange without being like a navel orange. Maybe a cutie.
Mm.
And sense like little hints of passion fruit also. So cheers.
Cheers. Please be delicious.
Cheerio.
All right. So it's very liquidy. This is not a soft, smooth, creamy palate at all. Well carbonated, drying on the finish. Don't get much out of the malt. Maybe a little bit of a grain, kind of weedy, crackery, but the grapefruit and citrus type notes are just right up front. Going towards the finish, start to get a little bit of that kind of nectarine-like flavor. Seems to be kind of grassy, piney on the finish. It's moderately bitter. It does carry a pack of a little punch of bitterness that does linger on. Stays grassy and piney. That's it. Simple, straightforward beer.
Very
Nice.
good.
All
Thank you,
right.
Isms. And we must introduce into the live stream. We got Mr. Soft over there. No bush light. Oh. We got Just Being Angie in the chat. What is
Cheers,
going
my friend.
on? What is going on, everybody in the chat? All right. Let's go to the beer man himself over there in Oregon for a little beer examination.
All right. Commodore Street, yeah. 7.2%. I don't know the IBUs or anything, but it's from the Canton location. They only have one, right? Or do they have another one?
Well, they have their original brewery out in the Seaport District in Boston.
Oh, in Boston. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's what Jordan told me that. Yeah, last night. All right. Yeah. So let me give it a little twirl. It kind of lost its power aromas. Something out of it. Like, so it's not bad. It's not bad. It hasn't gone bad. It's that's a good thing. It's fresh enough, month old. So there you go. I get I get a lot of it's like kiwi. I get kiwi and melon and like maybe a slight hint of like tangerine. Kiwi though, like almost like a berry or a melon. Somewhat of a candied kind of melon something. There's hints of I almost get Pez candy. Kind of sweet on the nose. There is hints of orange though coming through, either tangerine or some kind of yeah. It's the can the glass gives you that, but the can gives you another whole different world. Yeah, it's very melon forward or like stone fruity. It's like stone fruity melon. Yeah. Anyway, I'm done there. Let's drink it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Please be delicious.
Roast. Be delicious.
Body's medium. Mouthfeel is smooth and creamy.
Nice.
It's pretty soft. It's not hardcore. It's got that nice delicate touch to it, like a New England should be, you know. It's got more of a like kind of a that melon comes through, almost like a strawberry kiwi kind of melon. Slight hints of orange. It's drying in the finish, no alcohol. You get most of your flavors up in the mid of your mouth, mid of your palate and tongue. In the front, you get the sweetness. In the back, it gets dry and somewhat bitter. It's not crazy bitter though. It does have a sweetness to it, but it's not overwhelming. Yeah, Pez candy, orange. Orange comes through. Trying to be a little more elaborate here, but what is that? Pear? I get a little pear. Pear, kiwi. I get lychee, like a little rose water kind of melon touch to it. I don't know. What did you guys get out of this beer?
That is a good beer. Yeah, I mean,
been
it's got all the tropical fruit notes in that dank bitterness in the background.
Tropical, yeah. It's got a nice bitterness actually for the style. It's got a really nice mixes well, bounces out well with the sweetness. It's well done. I liked this last time too. I wanted to try it again because I saw it. I was like, oh, cool. But so it's good to retry something and because I only had one of them when we were there, you know. So I can't wait to try the Westie. So hell yeah! Cheers. Cheers. Thanks.
Thank you, a beer man, for the review. Right, we're gonna go over to some Jack's Abbey reviewing with East Coast LQ review.
All right. So for the rest of this in the can in here, can glass. Oh no!
Wow.
That's an experience.
Oh no, I poured too much. Haven't poured enough.
I think we're good. Okay. Dissipate pretty quick. Very crackly. Those
Those are
definitely a lot of banana, but there's also like a really big like sweet citrusy kind of like orange peel. A little bit of that spice from the clove. It's got a really nice like biscuity breadiness as well. It honestly smells like it's going to be a little bit more of a kind of bigger body Hefeweizen. Let's try it out. Cheers.
please be delicious.
Cheers. Cheers.
Please be delicious. It should be.
It's pretty good. Good amount of banana, a little bit of bubble gum in there. I like that the clove is like very, very faint. It's like a little spice at the end. It's very citrusy though. It's got a little bit of a drying aspect. It's a little bit of a, I wouldn't necessarily call it bitter, but I would say a little drying. Sweet up front though. I said a good combo, like banana bubble gum, and then there's like another bit more of that citrus. I can't really pinpoint what kind of citrus. It's just kind of like this orangey, sweet orange. I would say it has a little bit more of a body than your typical Hefeweizen. Definitely nice prickly on the tongue. About higher side medium carbonation. Yeah, I like it. It's pretty good. Definitely not what I expected. I thought this was going to be have a little bit more clarity to it. But yeah, I enjoy it. I think it's pretty solid. I'll sit and sip on it, let you know if I come up with any more flavor notes. I do like when they could do adjuncts like the clove, and they're not overdone. Typically, I'm not really too big of a fan of that clove flavor, but like a nice little addition of it, I do think works well. But yeah, solid. We'll come up with a score. Cheers.
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 Very good. Thank you, East Coast LQ Reviews and Tanner. Tanner in the house, everybody. Let's see. I'm trying to get some more info, but I think I have the info that I need here. Again, if anybody hasn't been to the program before, this is a whiskey, which is what I'm going to be reviewing. But this whole Wild Card Wednesday can be a beer, wine, or spirit. And today, as you can see from the name, Massachusetts whiskey reviews with a Bullet Rye 12-year-old up to, I don't know what the percentage would have been, but up to 17-year-old distillate and rye in this particular bottling. 95% rye, and I believe it's another 5%. The remaining 5% is that malted rye. Yeah, and that's very common to the rye whiskeys that come out of the MGP distillery at Lawrenceburg, Indiana, where Bullet has been sourcing most of their whiskeys up until very recently, where they just put out their own 4-year-old bottled in bond bourbon whiskey. So now they do have their own distillery up and running, and they will be producing more whiskey as time goes on. So let's take a look at this one. I'm just checking on the Bullet website if they list anything else about the 12-year-old rye, and they don't have it on their website anymore, which alludes to me that limited edition. See you later. Bye-bye. All right, let's take a look at the. And I didn't mention it yet.
Yeah.
It's 46% ABV, which must be that 93 proof, I would imagine. Let's give it a nosing, shall we? Actually, let's talk about the color and appearance first of all. We do have some nice legs. They're going up and down the glass. I don't know if you can really see them all that well. They are not very big legs. They're kind of falling pretty quickly, but the presentation looks nice there, and it's got a nice honey, amber, copper-ish kind of a color to it. Nice. Aromas on the Bullet Rye 12 here. Very minty. Yeah, it's got a mintiness to it. The anise, the black licorice-y kind of notes to it. Definitely get a little bit of chocolate in there, maybe a touch of a pine. Some dried fruity qualities to it, maybe like a dried orangey note to it. It's a pretty sweet overall rye whiskey, I would say. There's a lot of sweeter notes in there. You're getting the classic American whiskey notes that have sweeter notes and some vanillas, some caramels. Yeah. Those pine notes are really sticking out, and the mint. Pine notes, sweet. Yeah, let's give it a taste. That's not too shabby at all. It doesn't taste super
Yeah.
young or youthful or anything like that. So let's give it a taste. The Bullet 12 rye.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers,
Please
Joe.
be delicious.
This will be subjected to the 6-point rating scale to round up to your 100. We'll get to that at round 3.
Oh yeah.
All right. So there's definitely a sweeter element to this particular rye whiskey. I'm also getting the same pine notes. I almost kind of wanted to say a little bit cedary, maybe. So pine and cedar, sweeter, almost bubblegummy kind of notes. I get like a dried orangey kind of a aspect to that as well. There definitely is a caramel and vanilla right after that. A little bit of a peppery, black peppery note to it as well. Yeah. It's got a, I almost want to say a spritziness to it. It's very zingy on the tongue, if that makes any sense. It's got a medium-ish body to it. It's not super viscous or oily or anything like that, but it does taste nicely blended in with the 12-year, and I don't know how much of a 17-year-old rye whiskey they're using. It has to be a pretty, I would imagine that would have to be a small amount of change in the percentage in the entirety of the blend if this is only like a $54.99 bottle. The duration of that finish. Let's talk about the finish.
Shall we?
You get a lot of mint on that finish and the piney orangey kind of a what's the word I'm looking for? A dried fruit note. And that dried fruit note and some of that black pepper is, and actually the mint right underneath all those things kind of slowly fade away. I would say it's not a super long finish or anything like that. And it doesn't fall off a cliff. It doesn't go in. It doesn't have any real jagged edges, the flavor of that or the duration to that finish. It's just a pretty short towards a medium finish, not the longest finishing whiskey ever. I'm just trying to think here. Maybe there's a touch of a chocolate. I don't know if that may or may not be coming from 5% of the mash bill being malted rye. A little agua there. I'm not disappointed. No, at $54.99, this is a pretty good deal. It's got a, I don't want to say smooth at all. That's not the point here. Maybe I just kind of said smooth. But I'm not really detecting alcohol burn. If there's any burn, it would be that minty, piney kind of a note out of the rye whiskey. So gentle, approachable rye whiskey. It actually has a lot of nice flavors. Some of them may be a little bit more subtle. If you sit with it, you can tease out these notes. I think that they're good notes. I think if you've never had a rye whiskey before, this could be one to check out. It's got some maturity to it at a really affordable price point if you see it. I know they make a Bullet 10. That may be one to gravitate towards if you can't find the 12. I don't think I've had the Bullet 10. But anyways, I'm going to sip and think on the aspects to the rating, which is, okay, so just really quickly, the 100-point rating scale requires or will facilitate in 6 different categories your looks and aesthetics, which include the way the bottling looks, the way that the whiskey looks in the glass. That gets up to 10 points total. The value is also another 10 points maximum. And your aroma, your taste, your mouthfeel, and your finish get 20 points individually max, which rounds out to 100. Got to thank that man over there, Tanner East Coast Liquor LQ Reviews, for that idea on how to rate a whiskey and spirits in general. So I'll put some notes together, come back to you at the end, and have a cohesive overall score for the Bullet 12-year-old rye. Without further ado, let's go back up to the beginning of the program with Alex. And round 3 is coming up. give your final thoughts and ratings to your products, starting with the cider and Alex, the beer master.
Yeah. Yeah, Cider Man meeting because it's cider. And
Hey,
not
you know
beer.
you didn't do the Mortal Kombat round 2 thing.
I think I did with Alex.
Did
Yes.
you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
he did.
sweet. Never
That's
mind.
good, 'cause that's why I did this. I went,
That's terrible.
keep it up.
I thought you didn't do that.
But it is good. I just drank 2 bottles of it because I was just thirsty and just drinking it. It's very tasty. It's very crushable. I'm loving it. Is it? I'm not really a big cider person. I definitely will try ciders in the future, but it's just not my. It's very refreshing, but it's just like I'm not a cider person. And I thought I was. Now, don't get me wrong. I like wine. I mean, I like wine, but that's not cider. But and I also like champagne. That could be like a cider thing. But again, I don't know. I'm weird. I don't know. I've liked champagne back in the day, and
You heard it first. Wine or cider is like a champagne thing.
I don't. Well, no, I don't. No, I don't. I think champagne has nothing to do with it, but it has the color of a champagne. What I'm saying. But no, this is apple cider is just not my cup of tea, but they are refreshing when you on a hot day.
Yeah, definitely.
I like cider every once in
Cider
a
is
while.
not a cup of tea. You learned it here first.
So
I
I
like
would
cider.
definitely-
You know what the thing is about cider? I like cider and I'll have them every once in a while, but there's no way I'm getting drunk off cider like I do beer.
No, yeah, exactly.
You know, like trash.
You'll get sick.
you
Yeah.
have to get several. You have to get several bottles.
Drink
of
a 6-pack of those friggin' Angry Orchards, you'll probably die.
Uh-huh.
Not what I want to do. But yeah, it's a good cider.
So sweet.
It is sweet.
How's the sweetness on that, Alex? Is it very
Um,
sweet? Is it flowing sweet? Because that's typically, is it more dry?
For giant.
The drier cider?
It's more dry.
Yeah,
It's
drier.
It's more dry.
What's
There's
the
a
kind?
sweet-
Is it just regular apple?
It is.
Just the regular apple cider?
I don't think it made any
Yep.
notes.
Okay. Yeah, there's no like other fruits added. Premium hard
Cinnamon
cider. Yeah,
No, yeah, that's
Oh.
all.
Well,
I'm
it should
saying.
be is that a flavored? It might be. It should have some
It
sweetness.
tastes like an apple to me.
It
It tastes like an apple to me.
spice. You would figure that's
It's
more of a sweeter.
cinnamon spice.
It tastes like a
Cinnamon.
cinnamon apple spice to me. A cinnamon apple. So
Okay.
I mean,
What was the name of it again?
it is called
It's called. You read the bottle when it shows it.
what's called? It is the cider tree. Cider
Oh,
tree.
okay. All right.
Oh,
Cider.
is that the line of this hazelnuts or whatever it's called?
Hazelnuts.
Energy. Hazelnut.
So it's good. I would get it again, but I'm just not a big cider person. So I probably won't be getting it often.
Mhm.
I don't know. It's just too drying. I don't know. It's good flavor, but too drying.
Mm.
Yeah, it's good, but it's delicious. But I guess I can give the rating here, and I don't know. I really like it, but it all depends on the. It all depends on the mood. I'm gonna. It's delicious, but like I said, I'm not a big cider person, but I would definitely try ciders. I'm gonna give it an 84. An
Fair.
84. It's good. What?
Continue.
Okay. Oh,
I just said it's fair. It's a fair score.
Yeah. Okay. It's 84. I really like it, but not a big cider person. Not at all. Would I get it again just to drink it? Yeah, but I don't feel like drinking beer. But other than that, we'll see if I can try some other ciders, but we'll see what happens. But
Does it
Right.
taste zippy?
Carbonated.
yeah, carbonated. It does
The
have that.
website says zippy. That's one of the flavor notes.
Oh, the website calls it zippy.
Zippy. Does it
Are
taste
they from? Where are they from?
It does-
Italy and New
It
York
does
City?
taste zippy. It does taste zippy, like a drying taste. Yeah, it does taste that. Yeah, Yeah, it's a good cider. It's a good quality cider. I'm just not always into the ciders.
You're not the demographic for it, really.
What'd you say, bud?
Said you're not like you're not the demographic for that product. In other words,
Right, I'm not.
it's not marketed for you.
Right, exactly. But would I drink it again just to have freshness? I would, but I'm not like, oh, I gotta look for it unless I want to drink it just to drink it because I'm drinking it. But yeah, I'm not crazy about ciders. I mean, who knows? There'll be some ciders maybe I like better. I don't know. I mean, it's good. It's just too drying. I don't know. But if you can get it, please do, and that's it.
Cool.
And appreciate you. Cheers.
Well, thanks, Alex, the beer master. Bumpy, you ready? Final thought.
I'm ready.
Mr. Bumpy.
Cheers, cider man.
Oh, yeah.
This beer,
Cider man.
I would score at a 4.1 out of 5. I think that it's bottoming very good. It is an all Citra IPA, so I looked it up. They say that you should get plenty of notes of citrus and grapefruit. So it's mostly what I said. I threw in a little nectarine and pine and other stuff too. Finish is what I get. But yeah, for an all Citra beer, I mean, definitely not my favorite, and I didn't score it that way. So yeah, 4.1 out of 5 for the Brick and Feather half light sunbeam all Citra IPA.
All right, I have to check
They're
out
from New
that.
Hampshire.
Yeah.
No, they're out of
Norwood,
Massachusetts.
I was gonna say another brewery with the feather in their name.
Oh, Blade,
Oh, yeah.
Blade, or whatever. I know. Stop hanging at you. That's near my neck of the woods, literally where I live. So I'm gonna have to check that out sometime. Well, shit. Thanks, Bumpy. And
Right,
Beer
Bumpy.
Man's here.
Okay.
I call it my favorite IPA. Let's see what you think.
I like this beer, but I would rather have it off tap at the place.
Oh
In the
yeah.
can, I think it kind of is getting into that phase of turning. But it is showing
Evil?
Yeah.
because I honestly remember this being way different than what I'm tasting it as right here. But I did look at the notes of what people were saying about it, and it was pretty close to what I was saying. You're getting that tangerine, you're getting a little bitter, maybe a little pine. I never said that. But melon, tropical, tangerine, yeah, just kind of nice. I mean, it tastes really good. It's just it's inching its way towards that world we don't like in the beer world. So, and that might be because of travel. Maybe it's sending over here all the way from the East Coast in a can. Well, you'd think that in a can it'd be safer than a bottle, but sometimes shit happens. But I could be wrong. I don't know. I was tasting a little bit of off flavor, but I mean, but not in a bad way. I still tasted everything that was, I think, what the beer is, and it tasted pretty good. So I'm gonna give it a score based on what that is. I would say that it's nice. I'd say I'd buy this again if it was maybe like if they had it at like 2 weeks, I would probably like it better. I'm picky with dates, man. But this beer's great. I definitely don't want to give it it's scored very high on Beer Advocate, like a 99, which is very high. I would probably go with like a 92 out of 100 for sure on this.
It's still good. 92 is still good, Mr. Beerman.
Still very good. Still very good.
Yeah.
So cheers.
Cheers, beer man.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you, sir. Beer Man with the legendary Congress Street IPA from Trillium.
Great stuff. I've had it. It's good. Very good stuff. Cheers.
Yeah, good.
Oh,
Beer
beer man.
man.
This is good. I mean, it's just not really what I expected, I guess. But I do like it. As far as a score, I think they did a really good job with this. I feel like this needs to be colder. I mean, it's been in the mini fridge for a couple hours now, but it should be cold. But definitely needs to be super, super cold. As far as the Hefeweizen, I think it's pretty solid. They hit all the flavor notes that you typically get. I like that this one has a little bit more of a citrusy, fruity aspect to it. It's also slightly acidic. It's got a little bit of that tart aspect as well. As far as a number, I'd give this beer. It's definitely in like the A range. Let's go solid. Let's just go right at solid 90. I think it deserves a 90. It's a pretty good beer. I think it's worth buying in the variety pack as well. I think it was like $18 for a variety pack. So you got 4 different beers. Came with this one, the post shift Pilsner, the house lager, and then this one as well, which is like another. I think this is like another summer beer. So it's their summer lager, Porch Fest.
Porch Fest. Nice.
So, yeah, as far as the variety pack, definitely worth the money. I recommend buying the variety pack, or I would recommend buying the whole variety pack just to try this one because I think they did a really good job. I don't think, and it says pack exclusive, so they should make this as like a standard offering, though, in my opinion. But yeah, they have it. I like it, and hopefully you guys can pick this up and try it out. So, cheers.
Awesome. Cheers, dude. All right.
There you have it. That was Jack's Abbey. I didn't realize they made Hefeweizen, and because I thought Hefeweizens were ales. So are they moving over to a little bit of ale brewing?
No, yeah.
Well, it says it's Crozen with our house lager yeast.
Well, there's the real reasoning why they can be Jack's Abbey in name and with that beer. They must, yeah. I'll have to look that one up. Why that's what that actually means. But that's how they can call it an ale. Oh, so 92 proof. No, I said 93 earlier for the Bullet Rye 12-year-old limited edition. It's so limited. I don't think they're putting out this batch anymore since the website has not been updated to list that one anymore. And I was trying to look up a little bit more information. And the Bullet introduced the 95 Rye Frontier whiskey as a permanent line extension in 2011. And I'm trying to remember. They might have done this one in 2019 for the first time, the 12 year. Then they brought it back in 2024. I think it was 5 years apart from when they did it. And obviously when stock runs out, this is probably just going to be going into hiatus. So back to the scoring on this whiskey. So for all the components to the scoring, I say the looks and aesthetics, including what the bottling looks like and what the liquid looks like in the glass, I'm going to give that a 7 out of 10. Nothing too earth-shattering, nothing too crazy. But a Bullet shape of a bottle, when you see it across the liquor store, definitely has its own unique kind of that canteen-looking shape to it.
That's cool.
And it's got the nice green label, as one would expect for a rye whiskey. So yeah, 7 out of 10 for the looks and aesthetics on that. And I'm going to give. I started giving an 8. I started giving a 17 out of 100, or a 17 out of 100. I started giving a 17 out of 20 for the aromas, and as it warms up, I'm liking the aromas even more. So I went up another extra point to that 18 out of 20. Nice and sweet notes, that cedar pine, minty notes to it. And as it warms, you get a good chocolate. I just like that sweeter piney note too. And the taste, the mouthfeel, and the finish, I'm going to give a straight 17 across the board to all those notes. And it's not the most complex, thought-provoking kind of a whiskey, but it definitely has a matured flavor about it, and it's a very round flavor, if that makes any sense. I don't seem to find any real rough edges about it. It's not the most luxuriously smooth, or not smooth, most luxurious, oily, or mouth coating kind of a whiskey, but it does have a nice, more of a medium-ish body, if you will. It's not super, super thin for it being that 46%, that 92 proof. I think you can find ones that are less oily than this. And the finish. Nothing goes too, again, no rough edges. Nothing's going too crazy out of proportion. It's got nice citrusy, orangey notes with the mint and some peppery spice as it finishes. And some vanillas. Value, I would say 8 out of 10. Caveat being the value is, I don't know if this would sit on a shelf now, if it were to be on a shelf as limited product that they're not going to bottle anymore, and if that would cause a price to go up over time until the 8,000 cases are gone from the store shelves. But as far as me spending $54.99, which I think is a good price, even outside of the New Hampshire liquor outlets, I think this is a pretty good price for up to 17-year-old whiskey or rye whiskeys in this bottle. It's a pretty good deal. How much of it's rye from 17 years of age? We don't know. They're blending some of that 17 up to 17-year-old. And that brings us to an overall 84 out of 100 for that Bullet Rye 12-year-old. They do produce as a regular offering a Bullet 10-year aged rye. I would probably say, since most people may not be able to find another bottle of this, I would guess the 10 years is a pretty good substitute for this. So go buy that and see what you think. 80 or 94. Hold on. 94. 94 out of 100. No, 84. I'm getting all my numbers mixed up. It's a 40. It's a 93 proof. That's why I'm getting that mixed up. Proof and score mixed up. 84 out of 100.
Not a bad score for liquor, for spirits.
No, I think before I shut up about that, I think spirits in general, depending on who you are, right? Tanner's channels started being devoted towards that. But I think that is the hard, for me at least, I think that's the hardest to review between beers and spirits. Definitely spirits are harder for me to review and really get a truly good rating out of that. But which is why I like that 6-point rating scale. It keeps me pretty brutally honest about things. So anyways, let's get to the that round 4, the YouTube round, where we like to have everybody come up and talk about their YouTube channels, what's going on in the channel, and let us know at this point in time any YouTube channels that you're watching that you think the audience would be interested in. So, Alex, take it away. Alex, the beer master.
Well, my channel, obviously, Monday, I do my Alex Present, but decided to do it. That's around 8 o'clock. Tuesday, yesterday, I did do a beer review after the Beer Man show, so we'll see about that. If I'm going to do any beer reviews on Tuesdays. If not, I'll do some beer reviews maybe Thursday or whatever. We'll see when I get it, what time I go to work. If I know the time, maybe I'll do a beer review like I did yesterday. So I did that. I'm happy now because, it's been a couple of days since I've done a beer review, which was last Monday, and I was happy to bury that. I was happy to get that done. A beer that you guys have seen, but you guys have had, but I never had. Or, well, in general, it's Little Willow. That's a good brewery. I've had their beers, so I reviewed one of their beers. Good. I'm happy that's gone. I'm not gone, but I'm happy that's there. Now I can drink the rest of the cans just to drink. Well, obviously Wednesday there'll be the Eric show stuff, so I'll let Eric talk about that. And then Thursday, I do my Alex Friends around 10 o'clock, 10:30, but decided to do it. But Friday, we're going to come have a beer with Alex. And that's around 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And, I sporadically do some member stuff. I haven't done any member stuff lately, and I sporadically also do some walking streams. So, yeah, hoping will be some stuff with that. And hoping with the Mr. Tanner here, we'll do some members only stuff too as well. Once me and Mr. Tanner meet up, whenever that may be. I got those sauces I got to bury too. So I'm happy I didn't open them up yet. So I'm looking forward to trying them. I think they're gonna be good. Spicy, but they're gonna be good. And whatever Tanner or me or whoever else is there with me tries to decide to do other stuff with those sauces. Could be on burgers. It could be first it might be on its own, but we'll see. We'll see. I digest. But we'll see what happens with that. Regardless, yeah, I digest. Yeah, because I keep going on and on and on.
Yes.
I aggress. Thank you, Mr. Tanner.
I rest.
I rest. Thank you.
No, I don't rest. I digress, motherfucker.
I digress. Thank you.
Hold on. Let me take my shirt off.
I digress. Yes, thank you.
I
So,
digest.
so check out that. Look forward to that.
Everyone.
For all that. And then YouTube channels. Let's take a look. Shall we?
Everybody put your
I'm
glasses
not
on.
going to show every single thing because it does get crazy. People need to take things out there. So what we got here is, once I go to my stuff, I like this channel here. I only watched a couple of her videos, but it's a food review channel because I'm a food review channel as well. Check that out as well.
I don't wanna.
Keep it up, foodie, whatever. Yeah, so check that out. If you don't want to, you don't have to. I don't care. It's an idea. And then we have, obviously, I told you about the germ. Check that out. Let's see who else. We got the legendary Billy Hounds, which he just did his video 9 hours ago. So I'm looking forward to watching that. I like the truck talk. He's a saint. And then we got, Lamont at Large, which is, History Channel or whatever stories, you know what I'm talking about. And then my last one, and this will be History Travels. History Travels, great channel. I don't know what the
Hey,
hell
you
that
got an Amber Alert. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Somebody's missing.
Amber Alert. What? No, it says emergency alert.
Yeah, it's an Amber Alert. We all can't read that. It's all in white, Alex.
At least there's
You
this.
gotta watch out for flash floods. Good
Whoa.
to know if you're in the New Jersey, southern New Jersey area. Turn
put a-
around.
I
Please
can't
do not
believe it.
Exactly. That's what Sassy Timon says. Turn around.
Oh, I got a thing here really
No.
quickly. This
That's it for
PSA
me.
is brought to you by Alex the Beer.
Yes. So
Yeah.
check out all our YouTube channels. Check out everybody there. Yeah, that's it for me. Let someone else have the floor, and that's it. Cheers.
Thank you, Alex the Beer Master. Hey, Bumpyisms. Your turn.
All right. Well, I'll say go check out Short and Stout beer reviews. Sam Smalley over there in Australia. He does a lot of live streams for his beer reviews. He does chugging shorts as well to rock music. Some of what he might consider rock music as well. Like Linkin Park. I don't consider Linkin Park rock. Anyways, on my channel, I got my beer reviews. Try to put 3 videos out a week, typically dropping Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. And Turkey Cock.
Shout outs to Toe.
Shout out to Turkey Cock. Oh, yeah, frozen pizza reviews. I do those Tuesdays. Sometimes I get some shorts out with the dogs and maybe some dart stuff. Sometimes when I can. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers, mommy.
Well,
All
make
right.
it fluffy. Okay, Beer Man. You turn.
Okay. 2 shows live. Yesterday's forget what it's called. What the Style? And it's an American light lager. It's for next week. So anyone can show up if you want to bring one. It starts at 8:30 until like fall. I'll change it back to 5 once it stops getting busy. And then tonight after Eric's show is all spun out. And so we all got 3 adjectives, found a beer based on at least one of those words. And we're going to bring it to the table. Then we will guess the ABV. And at the end of the month, someone wins something. Miscellaneous was the last winner for last month. He just came up last week, won. That's all it took. So anyone can win. I sent him out a gift. I hope he got the right address to him. Fuck. But anyway, there's that. And then Westy is brewing. I'm still waiting a few extra points so I can get my 7%. Right now we're at 6.8. I need to get to 7. So I'm just waiting and waiting. It's been fermenting for 6 days. And then I will drop the next load of hops in for 3 days and then go ahead and keg it and send that out to Justin Jordan. Jesus, I always want to say Justin for that guy's name.
Oh, you're a saint here, man. Don't worry about it.
But it's his tribute beer that I put up for him. So keep it funky, West Coast style IPA. Yeah, it's bitter as fuck too. I just tried it today. Whoa. Anything else? I got a bunch of beer, dude. I got one more Trillium I want to try out. Went and got some really nice ones, and I can't wait to show the one off today for the next show. So that's gonna be fun. Look out for beer reviews in the future here. Fucking I'm beer reviewing again. Wow, it's been a while.
Heck yeah.
We need to do more of them.
Well,
But
you've been
that's
up
it.
in the alligators. That's what I said.
I mentioned a couple people. Yeah, I've been. Yeah, exactly. The Malt Miller. I don't know who yelled these guys out. It might have been Tanner. He's got a lot of subs though, but they do like lives and pod. I think they do like a podcast. It looks like and some videos as well on brewing. And then the next one would be Northwest Small Batch Brewing, Mr. Steven out of Portland, Oregon. Met with him in the past, and he's a real great guy. Very nice to hang out with. And puts up a lot of good stuff. So cheers to him, and thank you, Eric. Appreciate you letting me on your channel, on your shit, whatever the fuck it's called.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Thanks for letting me on your shit.
Yeah.
Keep it up here, man. You're saying.
I am now a fly. Okay. All right. Cheers.
That statement, as Bumpy said earlier, was clear as shit.
Ah,
And
Just
then
repeat
Nightbot
what
right
Alex
back
said.
at you.
Right back at you.
So, all right, we're gonna go over to Tanner for his little shout outs.
All right. So I actually have a beer review that I need to upload tonight. So we'll drop that. It's going to be on Living House, which is out of Oregon, I believe. Portland, Oregon. And I did their Max. It's in collaboration with Brewhouse and Highland Park Brewing. Highland Park Brewing. So look out for that video today. As far as lives, you gotta do that lunch live because we're coming up close to September, and I gotta have it. Yeah, there you go. Nice. Ooh, is that another West Coast?
I know Westy. Yeah.
I want to have that lunch beer ready for September. So got to get to it already. I think I need new buckets. My buckets I fermented, I feel like are they smell like yeast. They smell like, I don't know.
you can't rinse them out, legendary.
They need to be like soaked in PBW or something, but they just like smell like yeast. Like they just smell kind of funky.
Oh, you don't want that.
Beer they smell like the beer that was in them before. And it's like I've cleaned them and I PBW them, but maybe I just need to do a better job. Maybe I'll need to let them soak more.
True that, Mr. Tanner.
But yeah, look out for that. Look out for more brewing stuff, more whiskey reviews. Me and Eric still have that friggin' Luna Zula lineup review that we got to do. We got to find some time for. There's just so much shit going on lately. Yeah. Hard to find time to do anything, but yeah, look out for more videos and live stream stuff like that. I did the Potbelly Pub the other day too. That was cool to bring that back. Just kind of hang out, shoot shit. Shout out to Simo Subs. It's a cool dude. And also, We shout out KY Brew Review again.
Hmm.
I like those guys. They're cool. They just put out Busch Light Lime 2 days ago. So I think that's the brand new one. Because they had the apple, and someone was telling me that they were coming out the line. That's the line that's interesting. I gotta get should try
Lime
a review. Yeah, Busch Light Lime, that would do well as far as views. So maybe I'll
Yeah.
find a review on that. So yeah, check out KY Brew Review. Cheers.
Cheers.
Very good. Thanks, Tanner. East Coast LQ reviews. I didn't mention, but you should know by now, looking at this fantastic set of panelists, this YouTube show, and with their commentary about all of their channels there. But I didn't really mention that we all need you to hit subscribe to every one of these channels, including this one, Thomas Metal 75.
Oh, yeah.
And hit that notification bell. When you do, it'll stop Bumpy from moving his head like that, knowing that. When you hit that notification bell, you'll be notified on all of our channels with any new additions and content, including if we do anything like this, go live. So that'd be great if you all did that. And it would be great if you all wanted to go and check out Dickie's beer reviews from the Las Vegas, Nevada area. Check them out. It's got a lot of localized content, but hey, you'll know what to drink when you go to Las Vegas on vacation, at least.
Yeah,
Tell
right.
Thomas Metal and friends sent you. You go and put a comment on his channel. They'll know who you're talking about. And I would say go and check out the band. We talked about them earlier. Go check out the band. Where is their link? I have the link. Go check out that band, Conclave. If you from Worcester, Massachusetts, if you like really heavy, doomy, stonery Black Sabbath music, check it out. You can go just like with my band, Oxblood Forge. If you go to the Bandcamp website and you look up Conclave, you look up Oxblood Forge, you can buy albums of both of these bands. You can buy CDs. You can literally buy a vinyl. We have both of our bands have vinyls. Buy T-shirts, merch, and you can go and stream each of these bands there and wherever you stream your music. So go and check that out. I am the drummer of a band, Oxblood Forge. Same general concept in music. All right. And
You also have cassette tapes too next to you too, right, Eric? The show you
yeah,
had
we
one.
got everything you want for your audio pleasure.
Yeah, but you have that's it. Yeah, because you
That'll
showed
be
us.
my shout out for secondary things on YouTube. Conclave's got the YouTube. Go check them out.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, this is Thomas Metal 75. We do the Massachusetts beer reviews, Massachusetts whiskey reviews. We do Massachusetts tequila reviews, which could include any agave spirits. And this is pretty much been the bread and butter for a while on this channel. Massachusetts beer reviews and companies, Wild Card Wednesday. Just bring a beer, wine, or spirit. Really any adult beverage. Just don't be a douche, and we'll have a good old time like we just did.
Get that right.
So, I'd like to say on behalf of Alex the Beer Master, Bumpy Isms, Beerman, or Beerman, East Coast LQ Reviews,
Yes.
and me, Thomas Metal 75, raise a glass, and I like to say, until next time, keep tasting those great beers, and in my case, whiskeys. Cheers. We'll see you soon.
Cheers.
Cheers.
This sucks, Beer Master. This sucks, Beer. Love you, Eric. This sucks, Beer Master, and we will see you all. This sucks, Beer Master. We will see you all next live stream, next video. Oh my God. This sucks, Beer Master. Signing out. Cheers, everybody.
I think we know who you are now.
This is a guy,
Oh, cool.
you know, one of those guys hiking, you know, who likes to smoke the good old herb.